you appreciate the history and heritage of the Mack Trucks brand, or you're a Mack truck enthusiast, you might want to schedule some downtime the next time you're through Allentown, Pennsylvania. Mack recently opened a 159,000 square foot customer center there that includes a museum, a heritage center, the aptly named Bulldog Cafe Lounge, a modification center, a product showroom, and a test track. The idea is to celebrate Mack's heritage while enhancing the customer's ownership experience. The new customer center was open to customers, dealers, and media during Mack's recent World Sales Conference. I asked Mack CEO Denny Slagle about the timing of the opening.
We've been planning this for about 2 years. It was part of the plan when we started our broad restructuring plan 3 years ago. We mapped out what had to be done and when. The center point of that timing was the development and introduction of our US 10 engine. We thought that if we did it last year, we could only talk about the promise of the US 10 engine, and we thought it would be good to wait 1 more year, and I think we guessed correctly that we would be then entering an upmarket rather than still dealing with the recession. We would have a few months of experience behind our US 10 and other improvements we've made. We were also introducing things like the M-Drive and other product enhancements, so we thought the timing was perfect to bring our entire field force in, open up this great customer center, which was very much part of our original plans, get the spirit back, get the confidence back, get the enthusiasm back, and charge into what we hope is an upmarket.
Speaking of the M-Drive, editors were given the opportunity to take a Mack Pinnacle with Mack's new M-Drive automated transmission out on the test course. I rode along with Mack Powertrain Marketing Director David McKenna as we put the transmission through its paces on the new test track.
We're doing approximately 8 miles an hour and it just shifted into 5th gear. So as you can see, the transmission will select the highest possible gear with the lowest amount of throttle input to improve the fuel economy. And this is something, again, that's very, very important to our customers. They're, we've got to stay away from, incredibly high RPMs, even when we're dealing, with moving equipment around a particular yard.
One of the most impressive features of the M-Drive is grade gripper, which Mack says can hold the truck in place while stopped on a steep incline. We put that claim to the test on the 15% grade at Mack's new test track.
We can now take them around a 3/4 mile track, and we don't have to worry about anything. And this is our incline event, as we call it. And this is again where we test all the trucks. And we obviously test a rollback and a few other things. And it's always, I think this is kind of the highlight for a lot of our customers, because what they'll do is they will come and they'll bring the truck right at the brake. So I started right here at the bottom at 10 miles per hour, and it's in 6th gear, by the way, and it still pulls like crazy at 1300 RPM. So this is our 15% grade right here. So what I'll do is I'll let this come to a stop. There we go, all by itself. So that's it. It's stopped and it's shifted back into 1st gear. And what I'll do here is I'll take my foot off the brake and I'll put it right on the throttle. And I didn't have to double clutch. I didn't have to hold my foot on the brake. There you go. Just made an upshift, going up to 15% grade with almost 80,000 pounds on it. Really quite something. And there you go, 3rd gear, 4th gear. So again, it will select the gear 5th. It'll select the gear that it requires to get the job done.
Sure enough, the M-Drive lived up to its promises on several short trips around the track. At the end of the day, before heading home, I asked Denny Slagle how optimistic he is about the industry with all the talk of a potential double-dip recession. Here's what he had to say.
It feels like this recovery has legs. It feels like there's a firmer base under it. I suppose the election could have some outcome on it, but I believe the double dip scenario, the more you talk about, the more likely it is. But I don't see it happening.